What's up? So, new video for you guys. Finally got through listening to the stack that is over there. Yeah, and let's just get right fucking to it. First one I got for you guys is one that I don't know why I don't fucking listen to more, because this shit is pretty fucking good. Uh, it's, like, I want to say kind of like a power violence band, maybe like a first wave revival metalcore band. Super fucking good shit from Death Wish, I think. But yeah, this is Cult Leader with Lightless Walk. And this shit is dope as hell. This is another gift from my buddy Wyatt. I've got a lot of records from Wyatt in here. uh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really quite sure how to describe this. But to me, it sounds kind of like power violence, maybe like first wave revival metalcore. This shit's really fucking good. Pissed as hell. Really fucking angry. It's just ultimately really good, and I would recommend that you check it out if you're into fucking fast, angry music. But yeah, here's the inner sleeve. The lyrics all through there. They like all scribbled on with like spider webs. There's the back. I really like that image. And this comes on crystal clear vinyl. You can pretty clearly see my ugly mug. There's side A and side B, if I'm not mistaken. I have a hard time keeping track of this one. Then there's the jacket, the album art, which is dope as hell. Then the back, and that's why I assume that side is side B. But yeah, like I said, this shit is pretty fucking good. I can't really talk too terribly much about it because, like I said, it's just not something that I'm too terribly well versed in. But this shit is really fucking good. Cult Leader, especially this album, is a good fucking band. I didn't really do a whole lot of research on them before this video. Probably should have. But yeah, check them out anyway. It's Cult Leader with Lifeless Walk. Alright, next I recommend you strap yourselves in if you actually listen to my suggestions, because we got a fucking weird one. This is Dead Reptile Shrine with The Son of Circles and Wood. The Son of Circles and Wood. This shit is so fucking bizarre, and the only reason I know about this is because of Sean. I was watching his videos way back in the fucking day, and I listened to Beholding the Necrocult Relic on this fucking thing. There we go, there's the inside. But it's really fucking bizarre. Like, my first memory I have with this is I was playing the second Condemned game on my PS3, and it was almost like I was getting like contact high because of just how fucking surreal sounding the fucking music was. Really strange, really, really raw, and then it's not just that. Like, I can handle raw music, I can handle trippy music, but it's like the quality for the recording quality will actually vary from track to track. Like, one will sound pretty rough, and then the other one will sound even worse. Like, I think it's Weapon, Crucifixion, and Drowning. Like, it sounds rough, and then Blasphemous Coven, I want to say, is even more rough. It's ridiculous, but it is a challenge to get through, but it is worth the challenge, honestly. And then here's the inner sheet. That strange, almost rest-looking artwork, and then you got these really weird as hell band photos. Hold on. Yeah, you got these really weird as all hell band photos, and then more art right there. This is psychological music for a broken human being, is the best way I can describe it. And it's a trip and a half to go through. I haven't even checked out anything else from Dead Reptile Shrine, but this shit is pretty solid. But yeah, check it out if you want. Word of warning before you go into it, though. This is Dead Reptile Shrine with the Son of Circles and Wood. Alright, the next two are some that everybody's talked about for obvious reasons, and everybody's said pretty much anything there is to say on these fucking albums, but this is Death with Leprosy. Really not a whole lot I can say about this. I don't know what pressing this is. Pretty sure this is 2014 pressing. Yeah. What the hell is there to say about Leprosy or any Death album that anybody hasn't talked about already to death? Inner sheet with band pictures and more band pictures. If my phone would focus, there we go. Lyrics. Come on. With lyrics, general thanks, and all that good nonsense. But yeah, everybody knows Leprosy. It's hands down Death's best album, and yeah, it's their best album. And then obviously in the back you got like a rough sketch of what the final artwork would be. But it's Death's best album. Everybody knows about this. Everybody's talked about this shit to death. I don't have the box set for Leprosy, although I would like to own it, because this is just like a lot of people. This is my favorite Death album. Born Dead, Forgotten Past, Left to Die, Pull the Plug, Choke on It. Everybody knows those songs. Everybody loves those songs for a reason. It's good shit. Yeah, Death with Leprosy. Alright, the next one we got up is, again, one that everybody's talked about. Leprosy was a gift from my uncle, and then so was this one. Pretty sure I got these two separate years for Christmas, but Death with Spiritual Healing. Again, something that everybody's talked about to death. Ha, pun unintended. Rough sketch of what the final artwork would be. I really dig the artwork for both of these fucking albums. This one's just exactly what you'd expect from an album called fucking Leprosy. And then this one, I don't know, I kind of like the whole like group mob mentality thing going on here. Then you got the classic I Found It pin. Yeah, everybody knows this album too. This is probably my least favorite out of the first three Death albums, but that doesn't mean it's not good. Living Monstrosity, Altering the Future, Spiritual Healing, Killing Spree are all really good fucking songs. Also, I just realized I didn't recommend anything off of Dead Reptile Shrine or Cult Leader. But you know what? Dead Reptile Shrine, that's an experience of an album. I recommend you just listen to the entirety of The Son of Circles and Wood, and then Cult Leader 2, like, you're spending like maybe 35 minutes of your life listening to that. So it's really not that big of a waste of time. But yeah, everybody fucking knows Spiritual Healing. For a lot of people, this is where Death began to drop off, and I kind of see why. You kind of hear them embracing more of the proggy elements on this fucking album. A lot more than Leprosy and Scream Bloody Gore, at least. General thanks, lyrics, and all that nonsense in there. Band pictures, obviously, on the lyric sheet. And then this and Leprosy are both just on black vinyl. But yeah, like I said, everybody knows this album. It's good shit, and again, this is for a lot of people the last good Death album. If you didn't notice, I kind of took off. I privated all of my CD collection videos purely because a lot of them were from albums I hadn't listened to in a while, and a couple of the Death albums were those albums. And like I said in my intoxicated video, I want to be able to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to give the other Death albums a listen through because it's been a couple years. But yeah, check it out. If for some reason you fucking haven't and you like old school death metal, I don't see why you wouldn't have checked them out. But yeah, that's Death Spiritual Healing. Anyway, the next one we got up is one that I'm going to talk a little bit more about, because I don't see a whole lot of people talk about these guys, or at least not this album. But this is Destroyer 666 with Phoenix Rising, and holy shit, I love that artwork. That's what made me fall in love with this album to begin with, and I'm very happy that I finally own this fucker on vinyl. That back artwork, band pictures that KK Warslet and all the other guys put out this Season of Mist, blah blah blah. The gatefold with the Phoenix, and then lyrics, thanks, and all that good jazz. And then this one also comes with an A2 poster. Had that upside down. The kick-ass artwork, the band pictures, Phoenix Rising. Yeah. I may eventually hang this one up, actually, at some point, or another. But yeah, everybody knows Death. I feel like less people talk about Destroyer 666, which is a damn shame. Also, red vinyl. And then it's A-side, B-side. But yeah, this is a fucking fantastic album. One of Destroyer's best, in my opinion. Black thrash fucking masters. They put on an amazing live show. Like, when they played with Watain, like, they almost had Watain beat, and that's kind of saying something for me. But this shit is really good. Like I said, Black thrash fucking masters. The sound quality isn't exactly the best, but that works more in the album's favor than it does anything else. And then you got classic songs on here like The Last Revelation, Phoenix Rising, I Am the War God. I Am the War God is one of Destroyer 666's best songs ever. It's right up there with Trial by Fire and Hounds at You Back. The Eternal Glory of War, Lone Wolf Winter. This shit is really, really good, and I highly recommend it, especially if you want to get into black thrash. KK Warslet is also known for Bestial Warlust, and I think another project, if I'm not mistaken, but it's kind of escaping me right now. Bestial Warlust is super good. And then Destroyer 666, in my opinion, is even better than Bestial Warlust, even though they're not really comparable because they're two entirely different genres of music. But yeah, check it out. If for some reason you haven't, I recommend it. Destroyer 666 with Phoenix Rising. Next one we got is another fucking amazing album, and probably one of the best ones from 2016. Kind of ashamed I didn't know about this earlier, if I'm to be quite frank, but, you live and you learn. This is Destroyer 666 with Wildfire. Holy hell, this is basically a culmination of everything that they've been working towards in their fucking existence, and this shit is so unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. I love this album to death, and I can't wait to hear what their next full length has in store. Amazing. And then you've got this super nice textured cover. I don't know if it'll show up. Yeah, it's not showing up, but yeah, this is like textured. It feels super nice. The guy who I got this and Phoenix Rising from sent this one in a MoFi sleeve, and this shit really is nice. I can understand why these things are so goddamn expensive. Side A and B. And then the printed inner with some kick-ass artwork. And then lyrics. If I can get that, there we go. But yeah, this album, fantastic. Pretty much every song on here I never ever skip through, just because it's that quality. It's that damn good. And if I can get through a whole album without being like, yeah, this track's just kind of whatever, you've got a fucking great album on your hands, because I have really bad ADD, and if a song can't hold my attention, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad song, but if a song can hold my attention all the way through, or a whole album, more so a whole album rather than just a single one-off song, but if it can hold my attention the whole way through, then that's a great album. You've achieved something amazing. Traitor, Live and Burn, Hounds at You Back, Wildfire, Die You Fucking Pig, Temen Should, really good shit. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. That is Shore 666 with Wildfire. And last but certainly not least, we're finishing off pretty damn strong here. But we've got Destructor with Opprobrium. This is hands down one of my favorite buys of 2016, 2017. I forget when exactly that I bought this, but this is one of my absolute favorite purchases, like, ever. And this is one of the best just straight black and death metal albums ever. And it doesn't lean too heavily towards one side. It's almost like Archgoat in the sense that, like, you can tell that it's black and death metal, but it's not. It doesn't really lean too much towards black metal or too much towards death metal. With Conqueror, it's, Conqueror Revenge. It's kind of like grindcore-y. With other black and death metal bands, I have a couple names in my head, but they're escaping me for the time being. With a couple other black and death metal bands, it's like it leans more towards death metal or more towards black metal. This one is like weird because it's perfectly in the middle, and then Archgoat is, while being crunchy, this one, the production's a little bit thinner and not like super like disgustingly crunchy and heavy. This shit is so good. I love this. I still spin this really, really regularly. Lyrics on this are super good too, especially on Bestiality, but there's the printed inner. There is the band. And then it comes on this really sexy vinyl. Clear, like crystal clear with black splatter. That shit is really, really nice. Besides A and B are literally just the same thing, just with a big one and different song titles. But yeah, this shit is super good. Again, I really recommend you listen to it if you haven't already. Like I said, it's literally the perfect blend between black metal and death metal. It doesn't lean too heavily towards either side. As far as the production goes, the riffing structure is, again, perfectly in between black metal and death metal. And the vocals too, it's ridiculous. But yeah, check it out if for some reason you haven't. That is Destructor with Opprobrium. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. I was mistaken. I was literally right about to end the video, and I realized that there are two albums that I neglected to talk about because they were not in with this stack. So that's on me. I apologize. This one was actually supposed to be in the last video, but I am completely fucking incompetent, and I apologize. But this is the Coffins split with Ilsa split EP. This artwork is bizarre, and this is some pretty damn good. I got this from the Relapse grab bag. This is some pretty damn good, like Death Doom. Not really a whole lot I can say about it. It's mastered at 45 RPM, but you know what? That doesn't really bug me all that much for this one. Lyrics for Coffins for Tyrant, and then Cult of the Throne for Ilsa, and then got it on this like deep red vinyl, and then you've got an etching of the album art on the back. Really good split. This got me into Coffins and Ilsa, because, not too long ago I was on a huge Death Doom kick, and just doom metal in general. And, I was just looking for new shit to check out, and I was like, you know what, I remember the Coffins stuff being pretty good. Checked it out, and I was like, how the hell have I not listened to this shit before? But yeah, this is really good if you want to get into either band. Recommend it. This is Coffins and Ilsa. And then the next one that I got to talk about, and the actual last one, I apologize for this being all out of order and goofy, but I'm incompetent. The content's garbage, even if I edit it. But yeah, this is Death Heaven with Roads to Judah. I feel like pretty much everybody's talked about. There's the Gatefold. I feel like everybody's talked about this and Sunbather before. They're both really, really well-known albums for a reason. It's quality black metal, and even if you think that Death Heaven's pretty gimmicky, I don't really hear any gimmicks. I feel like this is just pretty solid black metal. Semi-translucent red vinyl. Sides 1 and 2 are literally the same thing. There's no inner sheet or anything. And this is another gift from my buddy Wyatt, so thank you again. But yeah, this shit is... Everybody knows this. I don't really know any of the song titles off the top of my head. This whole album's good. It's... I want to say 45-ish minutes long, something like that. That sounds about right. But if you haven't listened to this, if you've been avoiding it because it's just a hype machine, that's all it is. There's no there's no riffing or actual music or anything to back up how popular Death Heaven is. You're retarded. I listened to that and I didn't really hear any semblance of like trendiness or anything like that. I just think it's some quality black metal, and I recommend that you'd listen to it too if you haven't for some reason, or if you've just been avoiding the whole hype beast train with these guys. Although I feel like after this and Sunbather they kind of fell off, just because I haven't really heard anybody talk about Ordinary Corrupt Human Love. I haven't listened to that one either, but this shit is pretty solid. This is Death Heaven with Roads to Judah. And that's all I got for you today. That legitimately all that I've got for you today. There's nothing else that I'm missing, to the best of my knowledge. I'm gonna try and edit this shit down, and yeah, thanks for sticking by, even though the content's garbage, and I'm a forgetful bastard. But yeah, deuces.